Asia Pop 40.
So you are currently in England right now. Whereabouts?
Yeah, I'm in London. So obviously it's still sort of locked down here, quarantine. So I live by myself usually. So I've moved in with my parents just so that we could all be together during this time. So I'm at my parents' house right now.
I think it's a lot easier to connect with the ones that you love the most and just stick with them. But does living with your parents mean that you're able to have some free time to create more music?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely making music. I mean, it's a very different process living, this way where I can't see other people because usually my musical process has, it's very collaborative.
Yeah.
I will write things at home, but then I'll take things to the studio with the producers that I work with and the songwriters that I enjoy working with. So it's definitely difficult and just very different doing it like all by yourself.
Do you blast the music at home now? Would mom and dad get used to that?
Yeah, they don't mind.
I think I think for a lot of people who start hanging out with parents again, it's like, oh gosh, this is bringing back my childhood. But let's talk about the album High Expectation. Came out last year, and you should be on tour currently, right?
I finished my tour right before
you
lockdown.
did.
Yeah, my tour, my High Expectations tour finished like 2 weeks before everything shut down, which was amazing timing. Yeah, my last dates were beginning of March. So yeah, I've done the tour now.
Okay, so I guess you got a chance to get everyone to hear your previous album, and what's in the works for you right now?
Well, obviously, if under normal circumstances, I would have been, making my next album straight away, and then had a busy summer full of festivals and stuff. But
Yep.
Obviously, the world's in a different place now, so I'm definitely, working on new music. It's just a very different process, and I'm not trying to put too much pressure on myself in terms of it, just being so different and it being quite difficult not being able to be with people in the studio. So I'm just kind of taking this time to reflect and think about, when I do start making an album again, what am I going to want to write about? How am I going to want to say it, kind of thing.
Okay, but you did drop a new single.
I did, yeah.
And can you talk about the story behind it?
For sure, yeah. So Boyfriend dropped in February, and I wanted to empowering, I guess. I'm always thinking about how can I make people feel good about themselves, and I wanted to write a song about how you can be independent and you can be strong and you can still want to have somebody there, and I guess defining the difference between wanting somebody and needing somebody, because I've been single for a long time now, and I guess I definitely don't need anybody, but that it doesn't make you any less strong to admit that sometimes you can want somebody there. So I wanted to kind of just send that message.
I think it's good to have more and more empowering messages for people who, especially during this time of the year, I think it's really hard for dating for a lot of single people. So don't forget that you don't necessarily need that to complete your life, but it's okay to want that. How do you connect with friends, or how do you get back into the dating game for at this very special time for the world right now?
I'm just staying connected by FaceTiming and things I think in general, because I'm always traveling and I'm always on different time zones usually, and different places. I've got quite good at connecting with people digitally, because I guess my life last year and the year before, that was kind of the only way I could connect with people. So I've done lots of digital FaceTime dates and stuff like that. I feel like I'm pretty good at it now.
Have you really? Can you tell us about how that works?
I mean, yeah, you just have to pick a time with somebody and be just commit to it. And it is kind of weird, but also it doesn't have to be. I mean, I feel like it's just kind of the age that we live in.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I think that it's a good thing to feel comfortable with, I guess.
Back when I was still not engaged and still dating, I've always felt that meeting someone face to face is a lot of tension, it's a lot of nervousness, at least for someone like me. And I feel like nowadays, now that you have a perfect excuse to keep an arm's length between you and that person, it's also a good space for you to actually understand that person without all the other tension. Do you agree with that, or would you rather see someone face to face?
Yeah, I mean, I love, being able to meet up with people face to face, but I do think that, yeah, it definitely like can take a lot of pressure off like a first meeting, or, a lot of like apps now. Like, I've never tried any of them, but somebody was telling me yesterday, I actually did like an interview for a dating app, which was very interesting.
Really?
And they were saying that like on the app, you don't have to, there's like a video call function. So you have a virtual date, but you don't have to give out your like phone number and like your information, which I was like, oh yeah, that's really good, because like it's quite a lot of pressure when you like give out your number to somebody and then like you might decide that you don't like them.
Regret it afterwards. I totally agree with you. Sometimes you don't figure that out until the second time you talk to them. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is a way forward. All right, so we've been jamming to Boyfriend, by the way, since like you said, February. We love it here in Taiwan. And what's the next release for you? Do you have anything worked out for it yet?
So I have lots of music that I really want people to hear, and I guess I'm just figuring out like how I want to release it. And I'm very much like, I like to release projects that kind of like tell a story and stuff. So I guess just like figuring out when to do that again and how to do it. But like there's definitely lots of music that I think my fans, I feel confident that my fans will really like. So
yeah. And you haven't been to Taiwan before, I believe, but you've been to Asia. For the fans who want to follow you, of course, you have been doing a lot on social media too, right?
Yes. So on all socials, I'm just at Mabel, Mabel, and I'm big on the socials. I love them, especially TikTok.
Yeah, I saw it. Are you doing one every day now?
You know what? Sometimes I'll like have a little break, like think of ideas of things that I want to do. Like I didn't make any like this week until yesterday, and then yesterday I made 4, so I'm very sporadic.
Well, but that's the thing. I think that's the culture of TikTok, though. I mean, it's a space where like you get to just do what you want, and the parents and the older people don't get to tell you how social media should work.
It's really like freer. I think it's more like positive as well.
Yeah.
I feel like all the trolls haven't had time to like catch up to TikTok yet. That's still all on Twitter. I feel like it's a positive community, and I like that it's like creative. I like that like young people are like, before it was like when people would meet me, they'd be like, oh, can I have a picture, or can we do a Snapchat or whatever? And now like, when kids meet me, they're like, can we make a TikTok together? And I'm like, I like that we're making something together,
Yep, and I agree. Like, the trolls can't catch up to TikTok, basically. And if they do, we'll just move on to the next greatest thing. So follow Mabel on TikTok. You still have Facebook and you still have Instagram. I see that you're very active on IG. And of course, wait for the next release. I know you can't tell us everything right now, but we'll be waiting for it. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, I'm Mabel, and you're listening to Asia Pop 40.
Asia Pop 40.